An artist cannot fail. It is simply a success to be one. I mean, we may as well just stop now. If we could implant that, I'd be out of a job for starters. So I really like this concept. I wrote a blog post about this in May. So if this feels like a topic that really touches you, then hop on over to my site and check out the blog. I love working with a client where we take a concept and we work as if that concept were true. And sometimes there may be some resistance at the beginning, but after the session, we're working together for an hour, we've really worked and worked and worked, and we've stepped over all the necessary obstacles to get to a place where the mind and the body are really experiencing a concept as if it were true. Now, that's not to say that, oh, we just switched a magic switch and now they're going out into the world believing that they're a success. What it does mean, though, is that they have touched that. They've touched that experience. It's in them, and so they can go back to it easier the next time. So that's what I wanted to do with you today. I wanted to share with you this practice of imagining or acting as if, and just touching that and knowing that it's possible. Artists use their imagination. It's why I love working with artists. So why not use your imagination to create the state that you need in order to be the artist that you want to be? So the first exercise is going to be diving into that. An artist cannot fail because it is already a success to be one. So if I'm working one-on-one, the client might be like, yeah, right, as if. So already we're looking at an obstacle. So that's the first concept that I want to look at, is stepping over that obstacle, knowing that on the other side is the belief that you're already a success. So you might approach this in a feeling way. So you might imagine how it feels to not be able to believe that. You might imagine how it feels to begin to climb over something. You might imagine how it feels to then be on the other side. Or you might see it visually. You might see something in front of you, knowing that on the other side is that person, that you, essentially, who is believing that they are already a success. So you might see it visually. You might visualize the obstacle. You might describe it. Essentially, the exercise is, what is it to step over the obstacle to the other side to where you believe that you are already a success? So what is it, whether it's a visual, whether it's a feeling, whether you're just describing the whole thing taking place, what is it to step over that obstacle and find that place on the other side where you believe that you're a success? 2 minutes. Okay, there we go. I like this. I always love exercises where we're really dipping into the realm of the imagination, where we're getting creative. So I started off staring at a wall, and I put, but it's not a wall I know. I was aware that there are walls in reality that are solid, that are high, and I'm not trained at climbing walls yet. So I'm like, oh, how am I going to get over this wall? So it wasn't a wall that I knew, because I knew that there was something malleable about it, because I already knew that I was on the other side. So by holding that concept, I was like, well, this can't really be a wall as I know it, because if I'm on the other side, this isn't reality as I know it. Oh, great. Well, I can have some fun here. So I basically knew that I could let go, and I wrote, there are no rules here, only my own. I reach out my hand and I push it through the wall, and I could feel the fizz of the bricks as I pushed my hand through the wall, and then I felt that hand on the other side gripping hold of me, and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. It's like an impossibility, but made completely possible. Reaching through a wall and having that successful artist that's in me gripping hold of me, being like, nice one, dude, you did it. So yeah, really, really nice. It really gave me a sense that pushing through is not the wall that I think it is, and that on the other side, there is someone just waiting to receive me and be like, yeah, nice one. Okay. So an artist cannot fail. It is already a success to be one. So let's come back into the moment, okay? And let's just ground ourselves in the chair or on the sofa or lying on the bed, wherever you are. Just feel the moment, the sounds going on around you, and know that in this moment, you're already a success. It is already a success. Right now, sitting here, talking to you, I'm a success. You're a success. So again, we're going to explore for 2 minutes, what if it were a success right now to be where you are? Off you go. All right. So, a success. You're already a success right now in this moment. What's that like? Wow, I put. I like this. It feels so real. So I was like, even though I'm just sitting in front of a video camera, I feel like laughing, like leaping, like running. I sense that people are watching, that they're writing with me, and I realized it was about connection. That the moment that I allowed myself to feel a success, it was like my dreams were there all around me and I was connected to them. And so I realized that every second of every day that we deny ourselves that feeling of success, we're just cutting ourselves off. We're cutting ourselves off from that feeling of completeness, I suppose, is the only word that I would use to describe it. And that feeling that, yes, makes us want to leap, laugh, and run. So take this into the weekend. Stop, and at moments you're doing the washing up, you're laying the table, you're going for a run, you're sitting in the garden listening to the birds, and say to yourself, I'm a success right now. I am. It's true. It's a fact. And what's that like? So, as always, lovely to hang out with you, lovely to write with you and share these experiences. Let me know how you get on, and I look forward to seeing you on Saturday next week.